Pound for pound, one of the strongest superstars in the women's division.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall. Making her way to the ring, representing American-made from Knoxville, Tennessee, Ivy Nile.
Nile's already proven to be an extremely hard worker and one of the grittiest competitors around.
Ivy Nile has been absolutely ruthless since joining American Made.
Well, now Ivy has the training and the take-no-prisoners mindset to reach the top here in WWE.
Mommy is out for blood tonight.
Isn't she always?
And her opponent, from Adelaide, Australia, Rhea Ripley.
Friends have turned against her. Relationships in ashes.
Well, Rhea has risen from those ashes.
The ones who crossed her and anyone else in her way will feel her brutality.
Rhea's bad side is not where you want to be.
This is a woman who is capable of wrecking the entire locker room.
We're about to see firsthand that what Mommy wants, Mommy gets.
There's the bell, and Rhea Ripley is looking to continue on her path of domination.
There's no one better than Mommy, Cole. Ripley's been a top competitor everywhere she's gone. And in her current form, she's unstoppable.
I'm sure there's a lot of women in the locker room who want to prove you wrong, Corey.
On the other side of the ring is a competitor who practically lives in the gym, Ivy Nile. Anytime Nile isn't in the ring, she's hitting the weight room to further perfect her
From the top!
Pop right in the stomach creates the separation.
Taken down. Nicely done.
A kick out after one.
She still has a lot more in her.
Double wrist lock. Collar and elbow. Disrespectful shove there.
And they tie up with a collar and elbow. Able to make a move. Pulling the rug out from under him.
Bam! I think she's looking to end things here. Gets herself out of harm's way. Amazing display of athleticism. Just like that, we kick the tempo up a notch.
Ivy Nile has to avoid that kind of offense if she wants to be in this match.
Rhea with a reminder that the pain she delivers is no dream. Shoved right off.
What's the play here against Rhea Ripley? What's the key to eradicating the Eradicator?
I don't know about eradicating Rhea Ripley, Cole, but in terms of getting the upper hand and possibly even the win, you've got to outsmart Ripley. Rhea Ripley's a smart competitor, but if you on the top,
The advantage is turned toward Ivy.
and Ripley has clearly been outsmarted at this point, outpowered mentally, and she's simply struggling.
She is trying to shake the cobwebs, but she can barely stand.
Textbook fireman's carry takeover.
She wants to take this thing to the outside. Great response to Ripley there.
Oh, wicked kick to the lower back.
Discouraging results for Ripley right here.
A killer instinct from Niall shining through. Drops the elbow.
Looks like things are about to get a whole lot more dangerous.
Now look at this laser focus. She's launching through the air. It connects. Coming down on their opponent like a sack of bricks.
Connects. Saw it coming.
Rhea isn't taking this lying down anymore.
Rhea could be turning her fortunes around.
Rhea Ripley did it. What a huge win. Let's take another look at these women in action.
Here is your winner, Rhea.
We'll start with Ivy Nile, really one of the rising stars of today's WWE.
Well, not everyone's cut out to be a superstar, but Ivy Nile built herself in a lab from the ground up for this business. She's a finely tuned machine with single-minded focus.
This is so unique. Look at this. There's a win. Only a 2 count for her.
Well, that might have been closer than she thought it would be. Locking up.
Switching things up, taking control of the waist here.
Looking to finish this one early. Turns the tables, shoulders down. And she kicks out.
And her opponent isn't going to hand her a fast win.
Gut-wrench suplex.
That move had the amount of force akin to a natural disaster.
Mounting a downed opponent. Look at them go. Over and over and over again.
Mounting him and just punching it away. And a big slap.
Ooh, well measured.
Ooh. Sharp knee.
Ooh, ooh.
Countout rule is active as she heads to the floor. Oh, and Ivy caught her.
The barricade.
We're locked in reversals here. Neither competitor intimidated.
Oh, a nasty stomp to finish it off.
We know Rhea Ripley possesses an immense amount of power. Corey, is that enough for her to take home the win here tonight?
A superstar like Rhea Ripley isn't at their peak because of one attribute. And frankly, you should know that, Cole. Rhea Ripley is successful because she has tremendous ring IQ and dominating presence. That's something that takes years for people to learn.
Oh, boy.
German suplex released.
Has to mind the referee here. Has to avoid the count out.
Great job anticipating Ivy. And slides back into the ring.
She's back in the ring, ready to get back to business. Big elbow.
Flapjack.
Gosh, landing face first.
Off that. It reversed it.
Good defense there.
Oh, she retaliates. Striking with a knee.
Ripley sidesteps the attack. Stops the attack with a hit to the gut. She's able to evade.
Taking things to the top rope.
From the top. Side steps and
backbreaker. She's got her pin. Getting the shoulder up before two.
Yeah, she probably knew that cover wouldn't do it.
Just continuing to punish their opponent. kick to the midsection, and now wrapping their opponent up, lifting the opponent up on their shoulders, torture rack top.
Bad situation, needs to find an escape. The elbow is the pass.
Hoisted up high here. Powerbomb. Shoulders down, this could be it. Barely kicks out.
She is still fighting, still keeping this going.
What now? Oh, my gosh. Over and over. That got bad real quick.
Uh-oh, here it comes.
Inverted Alabama slam.
Being able to pull that off, no one is going to question if you skip going to the gym today.
Middle rope, missile drop kick.
Hit the target.
Ripley, the prison trap.
With the prism trap.
Just wrenching away here. Absolutely.
Let's go. She just released the hold.
Maybe she has something better in mind. Delivering.
Shoulder down. Could this be it? It's all over. Rhea Ripley gets it done. These women put on quite a show. Here's another look.
Here is your winner, Rhea Ripley.
Ivy Nile stunned and enraged by her loss here.
This one was tough for Ivy Nile. She just couldn't overcome this fight. Lyra Valkyria is on the hunt.
The following is scheduled for one fall. Making her way to the ring from Dublin, Ireland, Lyra Valkyria.
One of the top competitors in NXT history, now ready to soar in WWE as well.
One of the fastest rising stars in the women's division, ready to continue her ascent. On behalf of the entire WWE Universe, thank you, Trish!
Such a suck-up.
And her opponent from Toronto, Ontario, Canada, Trish Stratus.
You know, since Trish's return to WWE, she has been relentless in attacking her foes with a level of aggression we've never seen from her before.
Oh, at times early in her career, Trish had a thankless job. You do that for long enough, and the aggression just comes naturally. Trish just isn't content to be thanked anymore. She wants revenge.
That's the bell, and Trish Stratus looks ready for anything.
Stratus is one of the more determined superstars in the women's division, with seemingly no quit in her.
I'm sure that determination will serve her well here.
And in the opposite corner, ready for war, is Lyra Valkyria. She's always looking to push the pace and hit her opponents with a flurry of strikes.
Competing in WWE means everything to Lyra. If she will risk it all in battle to prove that this is where she belongs.
Takes their breath out. Effective counter. Kick to the knee. Normali straw cradle. Perfectly applied.
Quick kick out from her there.
Yeah, far too early for her to expect anything else.
Knife edge chop.
Followed up by another to the chest.
Lyra Valkyria has honed her in-ring skills all over the world. That's a big part of why she's such a threat.
Yeah, but you can't let that experience get in your head, Cole. You can't let Valkyria know you see her as a threat. Stay cool, stay confident, and stay on Valkyria. That's the key here.
Oh my, guillotine leg drop.
She's making the climb to the top rope.
She's on noodle legs, not looking good. Up high. What?
Adrenaline can make you do crazy things. Exhibit A right there. Drop kick to the back.
Never saw it coming.
To the arm.
Clearly trying to tarnish the legacy of Trish Stratus with that attack.
Lyra looked as brutal as ever on that exchange.
Throws her back in from ringside.
Stiff kick. Each shot landing with a little bit more venom.
Slugging away with everything they've got.
Looks like a hockey fight's just broken out. This is a war of attrition with neither superstar wanting to be the one who surrenders.
Exhaustion setting in, and neither one of them is letting up.
Who will break first? That is the question.
You can feel the contact, and so does the...
Oh, man, the suffering down. Oh, jeez, looking absolutely rocked.
The cover, she's going for it. She kicks out at one.
She's still in this one.
And Trish gets countered, and she re-enters the ring.
Oh, arm drag. Enziguri. There's the pin.
And still hanging on. Wow. With the counter.
Watch out.
Running bulldog.
As always, Stratus making her hard work look easy.
Could she end it here? She was close to the end there.
If she keeps the pressure on, the next one might do it. Followed up by another to the chest.
She's starting to wear down here.
And there's growing vitriol behind every one of Trish's attacks.
What a battle this has been.
This battle's about to come to an end.
Stratisfaction. Will Trish take advantage?
Makes the cover. And yes, Trish Stratus gets the win. And here's another peek at the moves you saw in that match.
winner, Trish Stratus.
Trish Stratus wins.
Lyra Valkyria might have to consider re-strategizing after this one.
Well, it couldn't hurt.
Well, here comes the girl with the shiniest wizard.
A competitor that's shown she possesses tremendous heart from bell to bell.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall. Making her way to the ring from the Welsh Valleys, Tegan Knox.
Tegan Knox not afraid to throw down and has a newfound killer instinct.
Well, Knox has battled through multiple serious injuries, and she's here to make a mark every time she competes.
A true legend in women's wrestling.
And her opponent from Tampa, Florida, Alundra Blaze.
Alundra Blaze uses a very physical style inside the ring.
A true athlete who conquered opponents in Japan with her power before dominating WWE.
Oh, Alundra's power game is unmatched. No matter the size, Blaze will suplex you out of your boots. Get ready for a display of pure wrestling ability.
A true pioneer in this sport, Alundra Blaze has come to stake her claim once again in the women's division.
An all-American stunner, full of attitude, Blaze has proven herself in that ring time and time again. Tonight should be no different, Cole.
Absolutely, Corey. Alundra has a point to prove tonight.
And then there's the girl with the shiniest wizard in the world, Tegan Knox.
While she might appear to be fun-loving and bubbly, Knox is nothing but a threat in the ring. Resilient as they come with a deep hunger for success, standing across the ring from her is a dangerous place to be.
Vicious shoulder tackle in the corner.
Turning the tables. And she's returning fire.
Watch out! Trouble!
going for the cover. And fends off the pinfall.
Maybe she knew that wasn't going to put her away, but it definitely kept her down for a beat.
And here we go. Locked in. It's locked in. Oh, look at this. Arm bar slipped underneath and able to counter. Tegan Knox is quite the resilient superstar, never shies away from a fight. Corey, if you could pinpoint one thing Knox should focus on here in this matchup, what would it be?
Well, Cole, that type of style is certainly commendable, but it's not always the smartest. And playing things smart is the key, something Knox needs to remember tonight. Looks to take control with the waistlock. Oh!
Kick. Alundra clearly wants a fight here.
Fights Alundra back.
One counter met by another.
This is a situation you want to avoid. Oh, God, face first. Things are looking a little rocky for her.
And now is the time to dig deep, to start tapping into your stamina reserves.
Agility like that is what can set you apart from the rest of the locker room. Elbow drop.
Piercing. Ooh. Oh, man.
Oh, that opens the door for Alundra.
Counters on top of counters, and these opponents are at an impasse.
Catches an uppercut. Getting up, but she has no idea she's in the crosshairs.
Boom! Read that one.
Got out of there.
I'll tell you, I thought this superstar was out of this match, but apparently not. What a comeback!
Kick to the gut. Set up. Canadian Destroyer.
Into the pin. Kicks out after one.
Shows that this is still anybody's match at this point.
Tegan sizing her up. Oh, man.
Trying her best to fight out of harm's way.
From behind.
Snap German suplex.
Does that put Alundra out on top?
And a kick out. No one saw that coming.
Had to dig deep to break that pin.
But can it be done again? How much is left after that? And that result leaves everyone shocked. But will the shoulder come up if that move hits one more time?
Upper blade, sleeper slam. From behind. German suplex.
9.
Tegan won't come back from that.
And a win here tonight. That'll change your career. Now let's take a look back at these ladies in action.
Here is your winner, Alundra Blaze!
Fulfilling a defeat, washing over Tegan Knox here.
Tegan's not shining so bright right about now, but I don't think this loss is going to keep her down for too long.
Michin is ready for a fight.
This woman is a terror to anyone who gets in her
The
way.
following contest is scheduled for one fall. Making her way to the ring from Fontana, California, Michin!
You know, guys, what I like about Michin is that she isn't afraid to stand up against injustice here in WWE.
Well, you can call it standing up. I call it sticking her nose in other people's business where it doesn't belong.
Well, we know she just loves getting in people's faces, and maybe, just maybe, she'll get in your face, Corey.
The irresistible force.
And her opponent from San Diego, California, Nia Jax.
There is no one else quite like Nia Jax.
The only competitor to be in the men and women's Rumble on the same night.
Nia Jax straight up runs things in the women's division.
Going to impose her will on anyone in that ring tonight. Michin loves to fight, and she can come at you from any direction. She can get down and dirty on the mat, brawl if she has to, or even take to the skies.
Michin's as versatile as she is dangerous, and she's as dangerous as the day is long, especially when she's focused.
And she looks especially focused here tonight.
And standing in the other corner at 6 feet tall is the irresistible force. Nia Jax is an absolute powerhouse who can wipe out an opponent with one move.
Between Nia's size, power, and agility, she makes practically any opponent an immediate underdog.
Fends it off. Good counter. Whoa.
Oh, man, check out this power.
Gorilla press slam. Corey, what's got to be the game plan when taking on Nia Jax?
You have to know how to take the fight to Nia in a smart way, Cole. Out-wrestle her. Pick your spots wisely. And most importantly, don't get overzealous. That's how you take on Nia Jax. Might take her head clean off her shoulders.
Right on the arm. Oh, she was ready with the counter.
Nia avoids contact. She continues to fight off her opponent.
That unraveled on Michin. Short quote, and here's an early cover. She kicks out before one.
Yeah, it's going to take more than that. From behind, back suplex. Oh, the power of Nia. Lift up. Oh, just sickening.
That was a power bomb with one message in mind.
Cover. Is it enough? And a big victory here tonight. That match is worth another look. Here we go.
Here is your winner, Michin!
Your winner tonight, Michin.
Nia less than dominant in this one. She is not going to handle this result well.
Maybe you should go comfort Nia, Saxton.
You know, maybe I will, Corey. Maybe the old Sax man will.
Oh, my God.
One of the most dominant forces the women's division has ever seen. Rhea Ripley.
The Eradicator is here.
The following is scheduled for one fall. Making her way to the ring from Adelaide, Australia, Rhea Ripley.
Ripley may just be one of the most intimidating presences WWE has ever experienced in either division. She strikes pure, unbridled fear straight into the hearts of her opposition.
Yeah, it's almost impossible not to second-guess yourself when you're taking on Rhea Ripley. She can just seem unstoppable at times.
I think Ripley has done all she can to cultivate the aura of fear. There's a mental aspect to her game that you can't overlook.
It is going to take an all-time great performance by this woman to defeat a living legend like Trish. WWE is about to get some stratisfaction.
And her opponent from Toronto, Ontario, Canada, Trish Stratus.
Trish says anything a woman accomplishes in WWE should include a proper show of gratitude to her. I think that's a bit much.
I agree. Trish is an icon, a trailblazer who deserves all of her accolades, but Trish is demanding that everyone worship at the altar of Stratus. We're underway here with the woman who claims she's the only reason for the excitement surrounding women's wrestling and now demands your gratitude.
Well, let's acknowledge that Stratus is out here making Trish-stery. And yes, anyone who steps in her way is going to pay.
Yes, Trish deserves gratitude, but she's gone too far. Stratus is more focused on annihilation than competition.
And Rhea Ripley is also in the ring, no doubt looking to remind everyone watching in the crowd and even in the locker room just why she's called the Eradicator.
Yeah, it really doesn't take much to set Rhea off, so this match might end up being more like a massacre once it gets going. I'm suddenly very glad I'm sitting here and not in the ring with Rhea. Gaining some more control here, pushing their opponent to the corner.
Oof. Locking up with one another.
Showcasing strength in this situation, pushing the opposition to the ropes. Big right hand. Oh, what a forearm!
Lifts their opponent's legs.
Ouch! That's one way to get your opponent out of the corner.
Corey, what does Rhea Ripley have to do in this one to get the win?
Honestly, Cole, nothing new. Rhea Ripley knows how to wreck shop and leave a match with her arm raised. So if she sticks to her youth...
Uh-oh, from the top. Snapmare from the top rope. Boom. A leg drop. From the middle rope. Oh, what a splash.
Massive damage to the whole body. And a slap, too.
Stratus having trouble shifting the tides.
Opponent running face first, and now
Locking, prying apart her opponent's fingers, needs to find a way out of this hold. And she does.
drop kick. Oh, great height.
Oh! She's looking to go top rope here. And
From the top.
oh, God, terrible landing on the outside.
Went for the high risk towards the outside, but it ended up being in vain. aggressiveness we are seeing on display here.
Followed up by another to the chest. Perch on the middle rope. All the athletic skill of Trish Stratus on full view there.
She gets bounced into the corner. Trish Stratus with
Stratusfaction.
And Ripley felt every bit of that.
shoulders down. Oh my, that was close.
I don't know what more you have to do to keep Rhea Ripley down here.
Trish is in utter disbelief. She's got her pin. This might be the end. Quick count out after one.
That's smart. Taking the one to catch your breath.
Waist lock. Able to counter. Look at fighting out
From the opposition.
driven down. Ripley is headed up top.
Take off. Frog splash, nailed it. Ripley doing what she does best, utilizing her natural talent for tormenting her opponent. I didn't think we'd see a kick out there. Ooh.
And saw what was coming there.
A masterful display of defense from both wrestlers. Big forearm.
She lost some of her stamina at this stage.
Yeah, as a veteran, Trish knows just what to do in a situation like that. Straight to the knee.
Ripley with the where.
Looking to end this.
The scoreboard.
Beautiful.
Might sneak one. And she fights it off.
She just dug down deep there, but I don't know if she'll be able to do it again.
That unraveled on Trish.
Oh, yeah, she is really getting fired up.
She turns it around with the reversal. Not looking good. In this position. Down in the shoulder.
Disrupts the attack with an elbow to the gut. Ooh.
Oh, flapjack.
Gosh, landing face first.
Boom. Axe handle from the middle rope.
Bang, what a knee.
Kick to the gut by Ripley, followed by muscling up her opponent for riptide. Wow, Ripley got her.
She kicks out. I don't believe it.
Trish reached deep into the well for that one, but she has to know that was as close as it gets.
And frustration is starting to set in for Rhea Ripley. She's not used to this level of resilience. These superstars have endured so much punishment.
Certainly looking worse for wear, but the tide can shift at any moment. Inverted Alabama slam.
She's out of the ring. The referee's count will begin soon. And gets tossed back into the mat.
What a chop.
Connects with a kick kick. Bad spot for Ripley.
Goes for the pin. She did it! She picked up the victory!
Now let's take another look at these wonderful women in action.
here is your winner, Trish Stratus.
Trish Stratus earns the victory.
Trish shows she knows how to defeat any opponent she sets her sights on.
A true legend in women's wrestling.
The following is scheduled for one fall. Making her way to the ring from Tampa, Florida, Alundra Blaze.
Alundra has always done things her way, on her terms.
She's got a fiery attitude, and you do not want to get in her way.
Or she'll toss you in the trash.
Something we know she's great at. Get ready for a display of pure wrestling ability.
She is ready to get in the competition's face.
Michin is as Michin does. Never afraid to do something crazy.
And her opponent from Fontana, California, Michin.
Michin looking to throw down like the baddie she is.
Yeah, Michin has competed all over the world. You simply cannot discount her success thus far.
Michin ready to prove she belongs at the top of this division.
One of the best competitors around, ready to show her skills.
And it's Alundra Blaze looking to get a dominant win here in singles action.
Alundra Blaze is always ready to give as good as she gets in the ring and then some. No doubt this will be a hard-hitting affair because Blaze wouldn't have it any other way.
Absolutely, Corey. Blaze didn't come here tonight for an easy win. She came here for a fight.
And here is the HBIC Michin. History has shown that it won't take long for Michin to go on the attack with something fierce.
Michin doesn't feel that she gets the respect she's owed, so she's happy for the opportunity to beat some respect into the opposition. All tied up now.
Driving their legs, putting their opponent into a tight corner.
Oh, that'll wake you up.
Up to the run. Oh, DDT.
Locks up.
Slips out of the hold and applies a rear waist lock.
Swift movement here. A transition into a headlock. Boom! I feel like Alundra has put a lot of pressure on herself going into this match tonight.
Without a doubt, Cole. Blaze knows that all eyes are on her here. But whether she can handle that kind of pressure tonight will be evident soon enough. Ooh!
Oh! She's making her way to the top turnbuckle. Flying. Diving leg drop to the top rope.
Hit that with everything and following it with the pin.
Fends off the 3 count.
She's still as determined as ever.
Oh, strong impact.
Kick to the back. Oh, missed connection.
drop kick.
On the mark. Blade sidesteps out of that.
Uh-oh. And a suplex. She's starting to feel the effects of that offense. She reverses and creates an opportunity.
Chain of reversals here. Every motion getting...
Picking up momentum. Two forearms find the target. Ducks out of the way. And an excellent Pele kick.
Can she get the pinfall?
Maybe.
She breaks the count quick.
Got to change something up with the pin technique.
Springboard, but nobody home.
Across the top rope. What a hot shot.
Taking a beat and assessing things from a distance here.
Trying to get the whole picture. Smart move. All the way to the plex.
Into a monkey flip. And once again, she's put on the back foot.
It speaks to the intensity of this match. It has been a very rough affair so far.
Fights Alundra back.
Michin just unleashed all of her fury and rage with that move.
She throws her back in.
Now vicious double axe handle.
Gets lifted into position.
I'm getting dizzy just watching.
I feel so discombobulated after that. Can't imagine how it felt to actually be the one spinning around.
And she's looking intent on delivering something big here.
Climbing up those ropes now.
From the top.
Diving double axe handle. And Michin reverses it.
Stirring up, but she has no idea what's about to come her way.
Michin in defeat.
Michin put a stamp on this one.
Shoulders up, shoulders up.
Her perseverance is unreal.
Preserving her opportunity to keep this match alive.
The best shot was thrown, but it couldn't put this match away. And right into the cover.
Might end this.
She gets the shoulder up.
Somehow she's still in this matchup. It's unbelievable.
Right across the knee. Heel hook locked in. This is painful. Now trampling the opposition. Oh, my God.
Moonsault.
And did you see the height on that?
A steady stream of moves taking out Blaze.
This is a good job of keeping Blaze in check.
Getting that shoulder up now is huge.
What a way to get out of that one.
And that might be the start of the momentum swing Alundra needed.
But Alundra has to push now while the window's open.
Quick back elbow detours that offense. Effective dot. Michin in defeat. Alundra with a cause for concern.
These ladies put on quite a show. Here's another gander.
here is your winner, Michin!
What an unfortunate loss for Alundra here tonight.
And no doubt, Alundra Blaze is already strategizing how she'll end up on top next time out.
Yeah, consider this only a roadblock for Blaze, not the end of the road.